Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Chilltown Hoops. I'm your host, Jermaine. The youngsters call me OG. My friends call me J-Dub. Let's get to it. So I looked up the word confidence. And confidence states it's a belief in a trust in something or someone. Where is that confidence developed? That confidence is developed through trial and error. You try something, you fail at it. Or you learn from it. Okay, I didn't do this right. And then you start to get it right. And once you start to get it right, the confidence and the belief grows. Where was that confidence last night with Giannis Antetokounmpo? Because that Miami Heat team, that was a group that was confident in what they were doing. That was a group that is in the huddle while Eric Spoelstra is drawing up plays in the meat and potatoes of the game, and they're smiling, they're laughing. That has a lot to do with coaching. Don't get me wrong. It has a lot to do with coaching. But that coaching is what instills that confidence. A lot of trial and error. We're going to get it wrong, but eventually we're going to get this right. We're going to get this thing right. And that was a group effort last night that I saw. I saw a team that was confident that they could win. I saw another team that wasn't really sure. I saw a team that found themselves in a fight that they weren't prepared for. The Miami Heat had really nothing to lose here. They barely made the playoffs. They're going up against the number one seed. Not only are they going up against the number one seed, they're going up against the best player in the game. What about this should they be confident about? Why? Why should they be confident? This is the same Miami Heat team. This is the same Miami Heat organization that since they beat Milwaukee in the 2019-2020 season, since they beat them, Giannis Antetokounmpo is 5-1, including the playoffs. He's 5-1 against this Miami Heat team. So the confidence should be over here. Instead, it's over here. Kevin Love gave them great minutes. Gabe Vincent, his ability to get downhill and shoot the basketball with confidence that eventually this is going to go in. I'm not going to do the efficiency thing. I'm not going to do the percentages. Shoot the basketball and be a threat. Eventually this is going to work. That's where the confidence comes from. Bam, being the dirty work guy that Bam was. Getting on the backboard. Passing the basketball and trusting my guys. Which is what he was doing. And then there's Jimmy Butler. I can't reiterate this to you guys enough, what confidence means. Jimmy Butler is not going to blow you away with his skill set. He's not going to blow you away with his athleticism. He doesn't do anything that's fantastic. Jimmy Butler has a real basic game. Real basic game. But you know who else has a basic game? Michael Jordan had a basic game. There was nothing extracurricular about Jay. He had a basic game. Get to my spot, shot. One dribble, pull up. Jab, go. The difference in that is when Butler walks on the floor, he is convinced, I'm the best player out here. It's not one of you dudes out here that has anything for me. That's the confidence that Giannis Antetokounmpo should have. Giannis needed to be reminded, yo, you are Giannis Antetokounmpo. You are the best player on the planet. If this is who's standing in front of you, challenging that. And because of the work that he put in, that shouldn't have fazed him at all. Only except that got flipped around. Because that confidence was in Jimmy Butler. This the best player on the planet? This is the guy who's the best player in the game? He has nothing for me. Zero. I'm the baddest mofo out here. I'm the one. And I'm going to show it to you guys. Do not be a box score merchant and see that Giannis went 38 and 20 and go, yo, he had a fantastic game. There were so many mishaps when we get into the meat and potatoes of that game. So many. We're talking about a team that was up double digits, 15 points in the second half. For the second consecutive game in a row. When you're a championship team, you close out an inferior team. You squeeze the life out of them. You continue to speed the game up. You continue to impose your will on them, like you did to get this 15-point lead, which Giannis was doing, getting downhill, getting other guys like Ingles, like Jrue Holiday, like Middleton, getting these guys open shots. That opens up the game. And that instills more confidence. We got these guys, only except you didn't. Because of Jimmy Butler. And that Miami Heat team stayed around and they kept fighting. Like I said, Gabe Vincent getting downhill. Kyle Lowry being the floor leader that he was. Keeping these guys engaged. Not just keeping these guys engaged, fighting with them. Getting Bam in the mid-range where Brook Lopez was begging Bam to shoot the basketball. And he did. And he converted, which now instills more confidence. So now that 15-point lead gets cut to 12, and we get another stop. And that 12-point lead gets cut to 6, where we get another stop after that. Right? So now where we are is we're right back in the game. And I've said this countless times, and I can't say it enough to you guys. There's nothing worse than being in a dogfight and not realizing you're in a dogfight until it's too late. That Milwaukee Bucks team looked past Miami. If you've ever heard of a trap game, that was a trap series. Yo, we got these guys handled. We can handle them. When in reality, no, you can't. Because they got a guy over there who is supremely confident in what he does. And the guy he's going up against isn't as confident. And that was the difference in the game. Giannis, I could see the confidence in him going away at the end of the game. He didn't want to go to the free throw line. The ball became radioactive, where he was doing everything he could to get rid of the basketball. He wasn't sure going downhill. I thought Bam did a good job late in the game making him take that 15-footer, which he could knock down because he's worked on it. But he wasn't confident in it at all. And Bam knew that. Bam absolutely knew that. We get to the last play of the game, which I thought was fantastic because all Jimmy Butler did is the same thing that Reggie Miller did in 1998 in the Eastern Conference Championship to Michael Jordan. I'm getting to this spot. You're not going to do anything about it, and I dare you to blow the whistle. I'm going to do it right in front of you. And I dare you to blow the whistle. I dare you. So Jimmy Butler comes off of that curl cut. He comes off the curl cut where Jrue Holiday is helping. Jrue Holiday is trailing. Connaughton can't help because Strus will just pop to the ball and he'll have a wide open look. But Connaughton now sees the lob and he comes and defends the basket. Buckets puts both hands on him and pushes him out the way. And dares the official to blow the whistle. I dare you. I'm going to do this right in front of you. And I dare you to blow the whistle. And he didn't. And once we got into the overtime, it was a wrap. You could just see the confidence in Milwaukee go away. I could see it. I was amazed by this Miami Heat team. This was a gallant effort, and congratulations to those guys. Congratulations. They absolutely ended these guys. Who else I saw get ended was I saw the Cleveland Cavaliers get ended. This is a young group who I think is going to be around for a while. I know Cavaliers fans are going to overreact. We need to trade this guy. Listen, you got a young group and you're not that far away. You are not that far away. That is a vet team over there in the New York Knicks. That's a vet team with a vet coach. And you guys got outplayed. Everything that I thought the Cavs were going to do to the Knicks did to them. Everything. Beat them up on the backboard. Got out in transition. Were tougher defensively. Watching Josh Hart not switch on screens when playing against Donovan Mitchell. Getting enough help from Brunson to chase Donovan Mitchell off that screen where Josh Hart can get back. I'm going to stay with him. I thought that was fantastic. Slowing down Donovan Mitchell. Seeing Darius Garland be able to do it in stretches. That's just being young. And not exactly prepared for not prepared for the moment, because I'm not going to say prepared. I'm just not ready. I've been prepared. It's not like I didn't prepare. I prepared as much as I possibly could. I just wasn't ready for this. I just wasn't ready for this right here. The Knicks rotation players were so much better than the Cavs. The coaching was better. Losing Julius Randle was big, and I think that they get him back for this Miami Heat series, which I'm going to love every bit of it because I think it's going to be a dogfight. I do. I think it's going to be a dogfight series. But with that being said, I can't discount the effort that the Knicks put in to get past the Cavs. Outworking Evan Mobley, Mitchell Robinson, Hartenstein, outworking Jared Allen. And basically beating up on that front line, which I thought that front line for the Cavs was going to do to the Knicks. And I thought the difference in this series was going to be offensively, they were better. Defensively, it wasn't going to be a problem. You could handle Mitchell Robinson, Jared Allen. You could handle Hartenstein. You could handle Julius Randle. That front line can handle these guys. Only except they couldn't. They got beat up. And that was the difference in this series. And I think a lot of that has to do with the Cavs just being young. Being young, being inexperienced, they got work to do. I think that they got a bright future and they will be back next year. Another team that's got a bright future is the Memphis Grizzlies. They got some things they need to tweak, but I think that they got a bright future. I still don't like them in this series as long as it goes. I'm not betting on them in Game 6. James turned the basketball over at an alarming rate. I think that they gave Desmond Bane way too many open looks. Way too many open looks. When your backcourt in both Ja Morant and Desmond Bane get 20 rebounds between the both of them, that tells me that the other stuff isn't being done. You're not defending. You're not rebounding. Which they didn't. They didn't get anything from Dennis Schroeder. I don't even care about the fact that he didn't score much. It's the other stuff. Slowing down Tyus Jones. Getting him off rhythm, which he did not do. That was the difference in this ball game. And you got a monster game from Anthony Davis. A monster game from him, which now is wasted. I think they end Memphis on Friday. I think this series is over. Because I don't see that same effort when they go back home. I don't see it. That Sacramento Kings team, I thought that they put up a good fight. But in the end, I said this to you guys in the past. I said all they did was protect their home floor. And it's not that difficult when you're in the playoffs. You have the crowd behind you. You have all the momentum. It's not as difficult to win Game 1 or Game 2 on your home floor, as opposed to coming back home and having to win Game 5 with the series tied. So now you lose, you're facing an elimination game. Not starting Draymond Green and putting Draymond Green as a rotation guy, I thought that was a good idea, but I thought what Draymond did most importantly was he made himself a threat as a scorer. He took open shots. He made layups. What that did was that now enhanced the Golden State Warriors offense. Because that got Steph Curry open more. They got Klay Thompson open more. I think this series is over. I'm having a difficult time believing that Sacramento is going to come back from this. They had an opportunity and they didn't capitalize on it. And because of that, I think this series is over, and I think Golden State moves on. So it's the playoffs, baby, and I'm here for it. You guys know where to find me. So until then, take it light, but take it.